Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to our continuing Let's Play of Caribbean Legend. As usual, before we jump back into it, I'm going to go over the comments section from yesterday's video first. And we've got a couple of comments here from Mangy. The exclamation mark in San Jose is probably fake. Apparently some people were reporting that it remains indefinitely after the price of consumption quest. I can't recall if I ever noticed it earlier on, after we had finished that, but it's entirely possible. And then yes, the grave is a reference. Malcolm Sharp is the father of Nicholas Sharp. He was a big mystery in the first game. That's pretty cool. I recognize the last name, I just didn't recognize the first name of Malcolm. But I figured it was a reference to the Sharp family. That's pretty cool. That's Nicholas Sharp's father. And don't forget to go to the tavern now and play some games. I don't remember the exact order of actions, but at least check it out. Are you talking about playing some card games or dice? Like, I'm assuming there must be some kind of, like, hidden interaction or reward involved there. You can try that out at some point. Alright. Then we did get a comment from Real Enthusiast asking about the differences between Caribbean Legend and Caribbean Legend Age of Pirates. Thankfully, Mangy gave them a breakdown because I haven't played Age of Pirates yet, so I wouldn't have been able to have done that. So I appreciate it. Alright. Let's jump back into it. About to have a party. Hi, my lap cat. We were talking about our cats' ages this morning and realized the youngest one is turning 4 here in a couple of months, and then that she is almost 8 years old now, or right around 8 years old. I'd have to think about what month she was born in again, but getting old. Getting to be an old cat. Alright. Tomorrow we celebrate is enough to call. Yeah, that's right. We gotta wait till tomorrow. Might not have been the full 24 hours yet. Might have to be a full 24.
Want a drink, Cap? How about rum, wine?
I think I'm going to do this from now on as the easier way to talk to him is just come around to the outside. Because when I go inside, it's hard to click him instead of talking to her or going into the basement. It seems like it's an easier way to do things. Alright, let's wait some more. Alright, can we celebrate now? There we go.
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
Everyone's here, Senor. We don't know what you originally wanted from this place, or how you see it for yourself now. For us, it was first a forced refuge, and now it has become a true home. Your sailors, pirates, and runaway Spanish heretics live here. Anywhere else on Earth, we would have already cut each other's throats. But here, we are friends, we work, and we enjoy life. Isla Mona is not the final destination on the map of this world for any of us, but perhaps here we will spend the happiest and most fruitful years of our lives. And this is your achievement, your land and your people. Muchas gracias, Charles.
His tiny island was already nice. but now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Yes, Captain, that's right. Rodrigo said it so beautifully that it brought a tear to my eye. It's clear why the Holy Fathers want to put his arse on a stake.
So happy to see you again, Senior Captain. Are you all right?
Captain, thank you. You are the best, the kindest. You have not only saved me from monsters, but also given me a new life. To all of us.
You promised to tell me something very important.
I'm proud of you, my love. Thank you, Senor. Thanks to you, we've seen the real new world. God bless you. You, muchas gracias, Senor. Come by more often.
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
Alright, Captain, we've gathered gifts for you, a multitude of useful and simple pleasant things. Some we brought with us, and some we made ourselves. Accept this gift with a pure heart, and the rest we'll give you through our hard work. Thank you. I didn't expect this. There are so few bright moments and simple acts of humanity in my odyssey. It means a lot to me, believe me. Harpoon, grenade, nail sharp. They basically just gave me weapons. And now, back to work. And now it's to the tavern. Rodrigo, let's go. Let's savor this wonderful moment a little longer. Okay, there we go. Large pearl, OP potion, ginger root. That was nice.
This tiny island was already nice, but now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Rodrigo, and here I bumped right into our prelates in the Bordeaux. And let me tell you, it's the finest establishment in Santiago. The best place if you fancy prelates, too.
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
Haha, heck. By the way, I see you've almost stopped laughing wildly at everything and nothing. The fresh air of the Caribbean? More like Rodgar's corrupting influence. Watching him, I learned to send everything to hell.
This tiny island was already nice, but now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Yeah, turned that scoundrel and heretic Rodrigo into a true pirate, indeed. By the way, enlighten me, Rodgar. Why are there so few Spanish pirates? Why so few? Ah, you mean pirate captains. Well, there are plenty of them. They just mostly operate under the Casa de Contratación in Seville. It's like military intelligence, but for some reason they call it a trading house. Interesting.
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
I know many respectable people from there.
This tiny island was already nice, but now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Yeah, why not send them a message and invite them over? Well, they all have patents, and they're idealistic too. They usually don't rob their own kind, only if the raid wasn't successful, haha. They only drop by Port-au-Prince and constantly clash with the pastor. Recently, one stood out, Diego de Montoya. Well, we knew him. Just when I last went on a campaign with Wolfric, I heard a lot about his adventures. You, Captain, have something in common with him, and at the same time you're very different. Anyways, what am I talking about? Let's have another round and play some cards. You don't have any money? You're not gambling with doubloons, are you? We bet 1 peso each. Shall we play up to 20?
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
No, I'd rather keep drinking rum and glaring at you.
This tiny island was already nice, but now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Shall we play, Cap? Start it. Maybe this is what he meant by playing games at the tavern? Mengi mentioned, don't forget to go to tavern now and play some games. I'm guessing that's this. Ugh. Are you kidding me, game? Maybe I should have put on a Joker talisman first. I keep getting to 17 every frickin' time. Maybe I just gotta let him bust. But he doesn't bust. Finally, he busts. Ridiculous. And he's gonna win. Yep. Finally, a good hand. Busts. Of course he doesn't bust. I'm going back. I don't give a shit. I'm not happy about that. That was so dumb. I'm gonna win. I really don't like this change to the island layout. It definitely changed. I'm not insane. I know I'm not insane. Like, it changed. It's just so weird that that happened. Because it used to be you'd come in here and you'd have this path where you go to the right or you go to the left. You still go to the right or the left, but this did not exist before. And like now it's like, am I going the right way? I don't know. I am. Alright. Let's do this scene real quick.
On behalf of our community, this tiny
I
island
think
was
you're
already
happy to
nice.
see
But
you
now
again,
it's
Senior
turning
Captain.
into the
Very
heaven
Voices.
Are you
itself.
all right?
I do like this. This is nice. Why did it bring up Helen Shark's stats? Take some screenshots. There we go. I don't care what people say. Graphics don't need to be realistic to be enjoyed. I think this game's got some really good graphics in it.
This tiny island was already nice.
Looks
But
good
now
to me.
it's turning into the heaven itself. On behalf of our community, I
Alright,
thank
let me
you
see if we
dearly,
can get
Captain.
to the game. There we go. Alright. Joker card is so overpowered in these. So I gotta get up to 40 to beat him. Alright, he got 4 cards left to play. There's 3 of them. There we go, he's got nothing left to bet.
This tiny island was already nice. But now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Pass. Well, I'm not playing with you anymore. I'm sure you cheated, Captain. And letting a cheat go just like that wouldn't be right. I'm listening, Rodgar. Ah, come on. You've given me and my crew a chance at a real life away from cramped quarters, stale water, and the risk of getting a shard in the skull. Here. This charm was brought by Wolfric from distant Denmark and then handed to me, so I, wouldn't have to delve into his basement too much. I don't need it anymore, but you, oh, well, you'll find it quite handy. Thank you, Rodgar. Indeed, a useful item and beautiful too. Keep it, Rodgar. Without you, this place wouldn't exist. Let it serve as a reminder of your homeland. Accept the item, I don't know what it is. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Captain. Another round? You lot relax here. I'll go take another look around. Okay, so it was another Thor's hammer. Interesting. So another way to get my hands on Thor's hammer, which we've already got a copy of on Tommy here. This is one of my favorite ones. It prevents cannons from exploding, which is a serious issue early game. You have to keep carrying extra cannons around with you because your cannons will
You
explode
promised
in the
to
middle
tell
of
me
combat.
something very important.
Well, Charles, what's on your mind again, Helen? The fact that the most scandalous couple in the Caribbean owns 2 entire islands, my pirate haven on Isla Tesoro and your promised land. How long do you think that they will last when civilization finally comes to the West Indies? Long enough to last us our lifetime, darling, and after, we can't control what happens then. Others will tell our story. The most important thing is that you and I are here and now together and happy. Speaking of happiness, I'm about to go upstairs now. I need to light the candles, make the bed, perhaps write in my diary. I'll stay here a little longer, and then I'll come up to help you make the bed. Don't take too long. Alright, +1 to repair. Helen got +1 medium weapons.
You promised to tell me something very important.
Never a dull moment with you, Captain. It is always good to be with you, Helen. And we slept through the night. It's almost midday. Alright, so yeah, that card game is important because then you can pick up Thor's hammer if you didn't get it earlier on in the story. That's pretty cool. I found that a lot of the... It looks like the devs have intentionally added a lot of secondary ways to get some of these wards, just in case you missed them earlier on in the story through this added content that they've done over time is to give you other ways to acquire the same things. That's how we have like multiples of several of these now. Like, we have 2 Jonah wards, we have 2 of the Hammer of Thors. I know we've got 2 of those. I believe we have 2 goddesses as well. We've got double scarab. So it's honestly, it's nice. It ensures that if people are don't know how, like, all the tricks to getting things, that they still have they get a second shot at being able to acquire them. Alright. My business here is nearly finished. I just need to visit the surviving Spanish captain, decide his fate, and then set sail for the wider world. Everything will be fine on Isla Mona now. Why does it say surviving Spanish captain? I thought it was the French captain that we had decided to take hold of. Interesting. Alright, let's go do that. We gotta go to the workshop. It's on the other side of the island. Over there. Let's go up here and see if there's any goodies, since it's been added here. Wine and a good band. Icon lamp randomly. Take the gold band. Isn't he supposed to be here? Okay, so this is how they're getting the wood. Maybe I gotta wait till the next day before I can do that. Huh. Alright, maybe I go back and talk to those guys again. I thought they were keeping him here, and we were supposed to decide his fate here. So I thought that's what the dialogue said. I might be mistaken, though. It happens. head back to the main camp and see if we can discuss it. Maybe I gotta discuss it with Rodrigo here. Maybe this is the issue.
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
Captain, hello to you too, Rodrigo. Had an eventful evening, I see. Better. Don't ask. A month, I won't be drinking. Oh, I have good news. The captain has come to his senses. The only surviving Spaniard? Ouch, yes. They put him in the Factoria, in a house under guard. Right, I'll go to him. Take care not to overdo it. Alright, maybe now I can go there and talk to him? That was an odd, required step in the process, but, eh. Alright, not here. Here we go. Greetings, senor. Are you the owner of this land? Allow me to introduce myself. Grand Francisco de Alba, former captain of the Pero Marina Corvette. Yes, this is my land. I'm Charles Demure, captain of the ship Fortune. Grand? We've never had such distinguished guests here before. Oh, Monsieur Charles Demure, your name is well known. You see, lately your name has been cropping up so often in the Casa de Contratacion reports that I was seriously expecting orders to deal with you. That's we learned about that, basically their military intelligence. Deal with me. I think there's no point in pretending my job is to seek out and destroy the enemies of Spain and King Philip on all the seas of the globe. It's fortunate that such orders haven't come yet. You are obviously a very skilled naval officer. The fact that I am now half-dead prisoner on the tiny island teeming with pirates and my fellow countrymen on the run only confirms your conclusion. Haha. It was a very dangerous affair, but orders are orders. We almost succeeded. It's deeply regrettable for my men. I knew them all by name. We served together for many years, but my country will have to shed more of her son's blood to maintain her imperial status. Our family knows this better than most. By the way, the Warrior, that little ship was familiar to you, wasn't it? Your audacious operation in Portobello did not go unnoticed. Bold, even suicidal. You needed money badly, am I right? Ha. You know a lot about me, Grand, but let's move on to your fate. What's there to think about? As in any good story, you have three options. Kill me, leave me here, or set me free. If you set me free, I give you the word of the D'Alba family that I will never tell anyone about this place or your involvement in any misadventures. Moreover, I will be in your debt. And until that debt is repaid, I will never fight against you. I can't risk it, Grand. You will spend some time here. You will live and work on equal terms with your compatriots. Welcome aboard ship, Grand. I will put you ashore at the Santiago Lighthouse when the time comes. I hope you will keep your word. We'll set him free. I give you my word and the word of the D'Alba family. See you on the ship. The matter with the Spanish captain is settled. I hope I won't come to regret the decision, but I trust this honorable man to keep his word. I'll put him ashore on the Zerd beach near Santiago Lighthouse. He wouldn't be the first one to betray me, but eh. Then I would just kill him like all the rest. Alright, so we need to head... We're done here, right? Just needed to dock him at the lighthouse. Let's go do that.
This tiny island was already nice, but now it's turning into the heaven itself.
Well, Captain, you've settled matters with the Spaniard. We've had our celebration, and the headache has subsided a bit. Life is good. What are you up to, Rodgar? I'll be hunting as usual, keeping an eye on our tavern, kicking the slaves at the plantation. Perfect retirement. You're only 5 years older than me, Rodgar. What about you, Rodrigo? How's it going?
On behalf of our community, I thank you dearly, Captain.
I took a swim and everything's good as new. We'll live and work. I'll try to keep the Factoria running for as long as possible. Well, and do repairs, minor construction work, maybe even decide about children with mine. Happy for all of you. It was a very nerve-wracking, costly, and wonderful adventure, and I'm glad it worked out for us. Good luck to everyone, and to those of us setting sail, even more good luck. Or even more luck. Oh, I can't until they're out of the zone, I guess. There we go. Alright, so we gotta go to Santiago Lighthouse. It is just up there. Just in case, we'll change our flag. Oh, I accidentally went to the harbor. Not what I meant to do, but there we landed. I gotta go to the lighthouse. I'm so used to just going to port that I instantly clicked it. Captain Charles Demir, you saved my life and brought me back to my own. I understand how difficult it was to take such a risk. I would never have dared to do such a thing. I owe you, Signor. I give you my word that I will never tell anyone about the circumstances of that ill-fated battle. When you return to the old world, be sure to find me. You will always be welcome at our family estate in Madrid. For now, take this. A piece of a map? That's all I had of value with me. I have no doubt that you'll find the other piece easily. Farewell, and good luck to you, my friend. Farewell, Grand. Remember your word, and good luck to you. Alright, national rep increased with Spanish from that. And a place to call home is, completed. Okay, we do have 2 parts of a treasure map. Lucky hat. I can't combine it until I finish this one. Alright. Well, we do have some time to kill until we can do, the other mission. Interesting that it doesn't show up in here. Alright. Give me a second while I try something. Alright, one moment. Ugh, it worked. My god, go away. Yeah, see, I can't use that Mangy without signing up or logging in. Oh, I don't know. I'll try to translate it another day. Alright, so Abbott Benoit delivered a letter from my father. That's happily ever after. So we're still working on... when do I need to return? I wish there was a quest log for him. Did I mark down a date? Yes, get off me, cat. Thank you. Apparently I didn't mark down the date. I have no clue when a month's going to be up. Get the cat off my desk. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit annoyed there's no log for when I'm supposed to return to, Shark. Well, I assume it's going to be a little bit. What else can I work on right now? So I want to finish up the Shark Dots and stuff. I've got to figure out how to translate that, because I can't just throw it in ChatGPT. I got to create an account or something. We'll figure that out later. I guess I can go... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to swap out ships. I don't know what I want to do right now. I had something in mind that I was going to do once I wrapped this up, but now I can't think of what it was. It's annoying the hell out of me that I can't remember. I honestly just go sit at Isla Tesoro until the month's up, so we can finish the quest, so I can put the fortune back away. Because I don't really want to do other quests while I'm using this ship. What's up with you?
Pour it on!
Got drunk, just in general, got drunk, of course. I sobered up sailors who were drinking on duty, but by rather radical methods. I don't think your friend needs that. No, he... He is with the guard here. Guide with them? Argued with them. Got into a fight and he went to prison. He's just drunk. And what do you want from me now? It's his own fault. He should drink less. Or at least not go looking for trouble on his own. Talk to the warden. Captain, he'll let go. Let him go. Here it is. How lucky you are. My friend just argued. Well, and he wanted to punch me in the face, but didn't get a weapon. Why is this quest proccing here? There's no prison as far as I'm aware. Now I have nothing else to do except pull drunkards out of prison at night who got into fights with the guards. No, let them sit there for a few days. Maybe next time you'll think twice about it. I'm not sure the warden would like my accent. He'll just report it to the governor later. So go ahead without me. Yeah, see, so both of these options are, like, not gonna let me resolve it, it seems like. One's just saying, go ahead without me. The other one's saying, nah, I'll let him sit for a few days.
So, whose street is it today?
Let's see what he says.
What good wind blow you in, old fella? Good times we
Yeah,
had
so nothing.
together. Tell me what's new.
I'd like to look back and see what date I need to wait until. I don't want to miss out on a bunch of time not playing just because I don't want to this here. So let's go through yesterday's video real quick and figure it out. Huh. This was back on, what was the date? Let's see, December 4th. So we're about 2 weeks ahead. So we're 15 days from then. Alright. So we gotta wait 2 weeks and then we can talk to him. That's not too bad. Just gotta go into the tavern and wait here by doing the rest for a few days tavern only. 7 days at a time. Yes, rats are spoiling stuff in the my big ship. Because I'm not on there with my officers to prevent that with my accountant perk. Oh, I could have done treasure hunting while I was killing time, but whatever. I think that's what I was thinking of doing. Wait, what? Oh, it's still like 2 days before then. Before it's been like the full month period. Number-wise, it's been enough. Well, it's been the 28, but I gotta go by real month. So I gotta wait like 2 more days. I'll wait 3 just to be safe. There we go. Oh wait, the Flying Heart doesn't have rum anymore? Oh, probably because of the amount of time I've been waiting. They probably run out. Yeah, they ran out of rum. Crap. Let's go to the store. Why is it so late at night now?
Whether you a peasant, an artisan, or a nobleman, anyone can find a product that suits their taste.
I'll give them a couple days. Alright. Now we should be able... Tommy, get out of my way. Now we should be able to talk to Shark.
Nice to see you, buddy. What can I do for you?
Ah, my friend Charles. Come in, come in. It's good to see you. Hello, Stephen. Well, I'm here as promised. Is your ship ready? Charles, I told you to come without a squadron. In the case that I want to do with you, extra ships are definitely not needed. Move your flotilla somewhere and come back. Yes, I completely forgot. Wait, I'll be coming back soon. So I have to leave my other ship behind? That means crew. I'll go to Islamona where I can store up to 300 crew. We'll move everybody we can over to here, and then we can, I guess, do it that way. Oh, what are you?
I see a pennant!
Engage.
Lower away!
There we go. How's the Phillipsburg one? Alright, so fleets, transfer. This way we will lose as few of crew as possible, I believe, if I were to stash 300 here on Islamona and then dock the rest with the ship.
Want a drink, Cap? How about rum, wine, or perhaps a smapple of our local production? It burns.
That's right, you can't leave any crew, even though I can park 300 crew here, I can't leave any crew on the ship in order to park it here. Ah, that's annoying. Well, I guess I'll take the ship to Port Royal, park it there. You have to put food back on it then, but we've got much less crew now, so I won't need as much. Alright. Port Royal's right down here.
I've got the best products around.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and leave the ship here. Captain and crew included. And hopefully wrap up this quest quickly so we don't lose too much crew. We did hire some excess at the start on the Fortune, so hopefully that will negate the losses that we'll experience from having that ship moored with the crew. I do really wish you could stash crew as well and not have them leave your ships as like a way to like train up and have a, you know, a force eventually of skilled sailors because you're constantly losing some. But whatever. It is definitely more realistic if you just leave them sitting in port for months at a time. They'll just go find somebody else to work for.
What good wind blow you in, old fella?
What's up,
Good
Dodson?
times we've had together. Tell me what's new.
Already read the script. Ah, there you are, friend, finally. And then I started to worry. My ship is almost ready. Now I sent him to Tyrex. He must equip him with the 32nd caliber, which he took from the prize heavy galleon last month. I've already ridden it to the Turks and back, and I must say that Alexis did a great job. By the way, I have not yet chosen a suitable name for it. Although there are several options, can you help me choose? Of course I'll help. Whatever you call a ship, that's how it will fly, right? What are your options? I've settled on 3 options. The first option is Phantom. The frigate is fast and powerful, and with that name, all the misers from Havana to Cumana will tremble at the mere mention of it. Yeah, and you also need to appear and disappear in the fog so that the sailors definitely begin to be baptized. Haha, good name, I like it. I like it too. The second option is Shark, and what? Why don't I give my ship its own nickname? Let's be namesakes with him, ha. There is a shark on the shark. Ironic, but everyone will know exactly who owns the ship. Here I am, about the same. The third option is Flurry. To make everyone afraid to even come close to my ship. Ha ha ha. Because you can run into a flurry of balls from the side? And what? Not bad. Exactly. But now I cannot decide between these 3 names. Come on, help! As you wish. I suggest the name it Phantom, then all the merchants will throw out the white flag as soon as they see you on the horizon. I like the name Shark. Everyone should know that the ship is not some newcomer, but the head of the Brethren of the Coast himself. I think Flurry is a good name. Any warrior, privateer, or merchant should know what will happen if he decides to fight this ship. I don't know how I feel about Shark naming his ship Shark. Either Phantom or Flurry, I feel like are better options to me. I'm thinking Flurry. Yeah, let's go with Flurry. And if he still decides, such a flurry will cover him that tropical storms will seem like a light breeze. So it's decided. Hold the mug, my friend. Let's drink to my new ship. For Flurry. And may this ship serve faithfully and not know the bareness of defeat. Well, now to the point. I listened to you carefully. Tell me, Charles, do you know what the Golden Fleet is? Ooh, are we going up against the Golden Fleet with these 2 ships? I already choked on rum, Steven. Don't tell me you're on 2 frigates to rob the most heavily armored convoy in the Caribbean. Well, no, of course, I'm not suicidal. We will definitely not rob the entire convoy, but here we can snatch something from there. Steven, I'm sorry, of course, but I'm not ready for this. Yes, the Spaniards will burn us alive if we stick ourselves in their fleet. Come on, without me. Fine. Where we did not disappear, I am ready to participate. 1,000 of devils. Second time we've heard that saying. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. So I suggest that you and I snatch a piece from the convoy. Lots of loot. Snatch, you mean without getting caught by the guard ships? Exactly. Look, as you probably know, the Golden Fleet gathers in Portobello, and then goes from there to Havana. After Havana is already useless to intercept him. He goes across the Atlantic to Spain with such guards that only a complete cretin will stick his head up to him. At the time of the transition from Portobello to Havana, the situation is not much better. Of course you can try, but for this you need to assemble a squadron capable of cracking forts for like nuts. But in Portobello, ships converge from all over Maine, and there they are no longer particularly protected. Only now the time of the transition and the names of such ships are strictly classified. We won't hang around Portobello somewhere for half a year and intercept all the Spanish ships going to port. So you're telling me, is it possible prior to this point to have come across golden fleets? And are they only in this transition from like Portobello to Havana and gone? Is that where I would need to look for them if I want to fight them earlier on? Feel free to let me know. Of course we won't. From Cartagena, for example, the ships go by themselves, and as you correctly noted, only God knows what kind of ships they are and when they will go. But from Caracas, next to which there is a Spanish mine, and which is located quite far from Portobello, the ships are not completely alone. How is it not completely alone? I was able to find out that a ship loaded with goods leaves Caracas alone or with a small guard, but somewhere in the longitude of the Gulf of Maracaibo, Spanish warships meet it to ensure its further safety. How do you think they know when and who they need to meet there? They must have been told something. Right. Before the main ship departs, a courier ship goes from Caracas to Portobello, reporting the place and date of the meeting, as well as the name of the Spanish ship. Then it goes back and carriers confirm that the ship will be met at the right time and in the right place. Only after that, our goal with you is put forward from Caracas. But if we intercept the courier, then the ship in Caracas will not receive confirmation and will not leave the harbor. Do you have any ideas about this? Besides, how are we going to catch the courier himself? We don't know when he will leave either. And there is a small snag. The Spaniards, of course, use courier luggers for these purposes, but this is risky. The chance is too great that they will be intercepted by the first counter-pirate. So you can wait a long time before sending the ship. Therefore, if there is an opportunity, they transmit instructions along with good, powerful, but high-speed ships. Merchants, for example, or privateers that go the right route. Just as a sealed mail. Moreover, it is much cheaper than sending a separate courier ship, even a lugger. And greedy Spanish officials like to save money while putting something in their pocket, hee hee. I think I understand. Do I need to become such a merchant? Exactly. And we were lucky. I managed to find out from a reliable source that in Caracas they are now looking for such a courier to send him with a letter in the next 3 weeks. And you just have a powerful and fast ship, and even built by the Spaniards. Get the GVIC license for greater plausibility. For 6 months at once, buy enough for of some goods in Caracas for a profitable resale in Portobello, and then go to the local head of the Port Authority and ask if they need to take something along the way. Interesting. If the Port Authority asks, introduce yourself as a Spaniard, and yes, do not even think of dragging a squadron with you. There is no need for us to draw too much attention, otherwise the whole enterprise may be covered. And from the documents that they will give me, I will find out the date and place of the meeting of the ship and the convoy. Not so simple. I'm telling you, the documents are sealed, and you can't open them yourself. They will open them at the Port Authority of Portobello, and then they will write a reply. And if you will be so kind enough to say that you are going back to Caracas, they will ask you to take them there. The answer, of course, will also be sealed. How can I find out then the place of the date and date of the meeting? I gotta admit, Shark, this plan is hurting my head, man. It's way too complicated. You'll have to be smart and somehow peep it. For example, at the moment when documents are opened in Portobello and they write the answer, or just steal them when they give you a confirmation, which will need to be taken to Caracas. But this is not a good option. After this, everything can go wrong. It's difficult, of course, but I think I can handle it. My word, this dialogue is ridiculous. I, in turn, will take my ship from Marcus and wait for you at anchor off Cape Santa Maria in Curacao. I'm gonna have a hell of a time remembering this tomorrow. But, you know what? It's a good thing, because tomorrow is the live stream. So hopefully some of you guys will be there to help me out with this one, because holy crap, this is complicated for no reason. Basically, I gotta go there, pretend to be a merchant, buy a trade license, load up on some goods, go to the Port Authority, ask to carry the letter for him, take it from Curacao to Maracaibo, or to Portobello. Then I've got to get the response, come back, see if I can get a glance at what the answer is for the... When you're done, just move to me. We intercept the ship at the intended coordinates and then immediately dump the hell out of there. Now, you understand why ships are needed, powerful but fast. I don't want to fight the Spanish military squadron at all. You'll have to get away from them. Understood. Well, then, I'm moving out. Meet me at Cape Santa Maria. That's right, we'll meet there. Well, good luck. Hope our business works out. I hope so too. Anyways, I'm leaving. Please tell me the logbook's actually decent in explaining. It's long, so hopefully it is. I mean, it tells me how much I should buy of goods in Caracas. So, we'll see how good this is next time, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I've got to run. But, yeah. I will see you all again tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST for the live stream. Have a good one, guys.